अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला सय्यिदिना व नबिय्यिना मुहम्मदिन व अला आलिहि व अस्हाबिहि अजमईन, अम्मा बाद। Good morning, respected principal, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Reshma Kainat, studying in class Alma Salsa. Wish to give a speech on the Republic Day celebration. My dear friends, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you and I wish you a very happy Republic Day. As you know very well, today is Indian Republic Day and we all are gathered here to celebrate the Republic Day. That's why I am going to deliver a speech about Republic Day of India. I hope you will listen my speech carefully. My dear brothers and sisters, India is a self-governing country since 1947. India got independence from British on the 15th August 1947, which we celebrate as Independence Day. However, the Constitution of India came into practice on 26 January 1950. Since then, we celebrate Republic Day every year. My dear audience, Republic means the supreme power of the people who live in the country and only its citizen has right to elect leaders as a president, prime minister, chief minister, MP, MLA, etc. India is a democratic country where everyone is authorized to live, wear and adopt the culture and religion which they desire. There is no any foundation to eat a certain things which indicates a certain religion. There is no any foundation to accept a certain religion. There is no any foundation to adopt a certain culture. Everyone is free for that what they eat, what they wear and how they live. But it's very regret that some people want to color every Indian in their own color. They want to make India a Hindu state. They blame that Muslims are traitors. They consider that Muslims are danger for the safety of our country. They openly oppose the Indian constitution and Muslims. They consider that Muslims have got their share in the form of Pakistan. That's why they should go to Pakistan, but they forget that still India has more Muslims than Pakistan. My dear national brother, I think they forget the sacrifices of Muslims for making India free, but I would like to ask them, how can they forget the fact that the first person who endorsed fatwa against British and said, today India became slave, was not anyone but a Muslim? How can they forget that? The first person who fought against British was not anyone but a Muslim. How can they forget that? The first person who said, शेर की एक दिन की जिंदगी गीदड़ की 100 साल जिंदगी से बेहतर है, was not anyone but a Muslim. How can they forget that? The first person who said, खिलाना समझ कर न बर्बाद करना, खिलाना समझ कर न बर्बाद करना, कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं। फिरंगी के फौजों में हुर्मत के फतवे, फिरंगी के फौजों में हुर्मत के फतवे सर चढ़ कर हम गाए हुए हैं। वो शजरे आज़ादी को खू देकर सींचे, वो शजरे आज़ादी को खू देकर सींचे, तो फल उसके पकने को आए हुए हैं। Was not anyone but a Muslim. How can they forget that? The first person who said, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदू सिता हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदू सिता हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी ये गुल सिता हमारा, was not anyone but a Muslim. How can they forget that? The first person who surrendered the slogan of Inqilab Zindabad was not anyone but a Muslim. My dear audience, the great freedom fighters were Mahatma Gandhi, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Subhash Chandra Bose, Tipu Sultan, Ashfaqullah Khan, Chandrasekhar Azad, Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Maulana Hussain Ahmed Madani, Maulana Mahmud al-Hasan Deobandi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, etc. My dear audience, now I am going to wind up my speech. May Allah keep Indian Muslims safe and prosperous, and may India be the most beautiful place in the world. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum.